All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second ever late game here as part of the International 2019.
Yep. TI9, can you believe it?
Coming at you live from freaking Shanghai across the world.
We found a pub. We found a pub in Shanghai.
We found a liquor factory.
The liquor factory,
Live
sorry,
from the liquor factory here. Multiple little pubs, as this is going to be a very special late game this year.
It is. The Russians have got a late game going on. The Chinese production's got a late game going on. I'm going to be involved with that a little later. We'll talk about that in a sec. But yeah, this is a team effort.
Absolutely. Well, first things first, I am obviously not DJ Wheat.
Indeed.
Got to give some respect to the name. Shout outs to our boy DJ Wheat. We love you tons. We wish you could have been here, but he had to take a pass on this one. And I just happened to be around. I know a little bit about the show prep, so I'm just going to jump right in. Honestly, if you're okay with that.
Listen, I am very glad you're here, and I want to say thank you for stepping in because you stepped in at the last second. We need you. Cheers, Dakota. Welcome to Late Game.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in.
Well, me stepping in for hosts at Shanghai is not really a new thing. I've kind of done it before, so I really have no problem kind of hopping in and getting it done again.
There's a theme.
There's a theme.
Yeah.
So, but there's probably a lot of first-timers out there who maybe have never seen the late game before. So what the hell are we actually even doing in a bar right now?
I'll tell you what we're doing. This is like a wrap-up show at the end of the day.
Yep.
We just get a couple of guests in. We get another couple of guests in. We play some games. We have some chat. Catch up on the day. Relax and unwind. Relax and unwind. That's it. So this is a bit more of a relaxed show. And you'll see later on exactly why that is.
Especially for today. It was a really long day.
This was a crazy long day.
And the first day is always super intense. You get the 2 best of 2s, and then we go right to the scary lower
4
bracket
heartbreakers.
Four teams got to go.
Yeah, it's rough.
We might see some of those teams slop in here and
doubt
hit a couple of drinks. And,
that would be nice, though.
Try to get some words.
That would be nice.
The bar is surprisingly pumping quite a bit. It is, I believe, midnight local time right now.
Yeah, fair play to everyone that's turned up. By the way, if you were in the arena and you want to come and watch at a late game, you want to come and participate, as it were, as a member of the crowd, the best understanding that we have of how to get in is that there are people walking around with signs in the arena that say late game. So if you see it say late game, then approach them and try and get a ticket. And you can use that ticket to get in. We're at the Intercontinental Hotel. You've got to go around the back a little ways. It's like go over the moat, cross the moat, and take a left, and you get in here.
You have to like solve a riddle and take down a troll and do all these crazy things to get in
yes,
here. But I think
it's a quest.
A lot easier for
it's a quest.
Guys. They got great drinks. The drinks are flowing. People are behind the bar serving it up right now. And
indeed. I will say this. Numbers are limited. So if you don't get a ticket, you're out of luck. I'm sorry.
Fair enough. Not quite as robust as maybe the pub from last year here, but this one's nice. It's intimate. It's cozy.
And it's ours, damn it.
And it's ours. We're going to get to know each other really well.
We are. Do you know what I'm going to get to know well tonight?
Oh, I was just going to get to circle back on that.
Okay. So the Chinese production is going to be starting soon, and they've got a segment. I don't know what they call it. They call it a pig something.
Pig something.
I can't remember what it was called.
It is Year of the Pig.
It is the Year of the Pig in China, so they've themed it around that. There is a box. You'll see. But basically, I have to go in and coax a pig towards me. And if I win, I get a treat. And if I lose, I have to eat some local cuisine that apparently might not agree with me.
Yeah, apparently it's either you get to have something delicious or something not so delicious.
Indeed.
But I've heard that the delicious thing also might not be something you're used to.
Yep, it's all. I mean, it's local cuisine. You know, it's Chinese food, but it's like authentic Chinese food, not the stuff you get down the takeaways.
Very similar to like the puppy bowl, if you guys are familiar with that, where the puppies would kind of pick their predictions for them. So
yeah, a bit like Paul the Octopus, but we have to tease the pig towards our favorite team.
You have to.
Yes, so I pick a favorite team. And then they said to me, sing a song to tempt the pig. I don't know what song to sing to tempt the pig.
You're going to go in there and you're going to sing Old Country Road, I'm sure.
I could go for some country roads.
Yeah, to get him
and I've got a bowl of food to tease him with.
And that's going to be happening apparently every day.
Every day.
Maybe we might have to see how the first one goes.
Indeed.
Because, like you said before, this is the first time we're going to have all 3 languages involved. It was really important that we get to do something together as an activity. I feel like this could be a lot of good fun, and we're looking forward to it. I feel like eventually they're going to be grabbing you, kidnapping you, taking you out there, and we're going to have a fun little
But we're going to have it on the show, so you're going to be able to stay here and watch it.
Yeah.
And Dakota and whoever is on the show at the time is going to be talking about it and saying, what the hell is Pyrion doing?
Absolutely. And along with the rest of the week, this late game is going to be happening after every day of games.
Every day.
Every day, up until the last day even. Yeah. And we may even be able to have the grand finalists to come on.
We might get them for a little while, and then they're going to the Chinese broadcast, I think, and they're doing like the big finale show, right? So, yeah, but we will get them for a while. We'll try our best.
For sure, for sure. So what do you think? Should we just kind of get to getting the first couple of guests
Let's
on
get
now?
some chums out here and have a chat with them.
Let's get
sure.
some people out here at the bar. So I believe for our first set of guests, we have none other than
Tsunami.
And last year's first guest,
Grant. Yeah.
Back in action right now. Bring him out right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Grab a seat, lads.
Wait, can I actually grab one of the potato skins?
Yeah, grab one, dude. Help yourself.
Is that a thing people eat?
Yeah, it's like a baked potato skin. There you go. We got a waiter here.
Regular Fridays over
Thank
here.
you,
But they're
Slacks.
only for me.
Yeah, you can tuck in, homie.
No, I'm just kidding. You can have a couple.
Tsunami, I wanted to start the show with you sort of not on a stool in the theme with what happened earlier. Yeah.
Really?
Whose idea was
the
that?
signal bars going here.
But then you stole our bit because we were like, we got to start the show with him like way low down.
No,
and
I
then
feel
you
right
did
at
it
home.
straight after.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I have to be self-deprecating before anyone can get a shot.
Exactly. You got right in there real quick. Yeah.
And you are looking so damn sharp right now.
Thank you.
A little
Grant, I'm going to say the same thing to you.
Love the chest.
So damn sharp right now. I have to overcompensate. You know,
You guys have had a long day though.
we have.
It's been a long one.
We have, but it's my first day at an event like this.
So innocent. So pure.
Dude, I was there. I was walking around. I was taking pictures on the ground like a fanboy. I'm pretty sure all the Valve staff were like, I'm pretty sure this isn't allowed. But he's just
should we
so
have invited him?
doe-eyed right now that I just can't stop him like that.
So what do you think? We're going to be talking quite a bit about firsts and being a first. Grant, last year was your first, and now you're the first-time year-back veteran now. But is it as glitzy and glamorous as it was kind of leading up to be? I know you've probably watched many TIs leading up to this point. So I guess I got to ask, is it so far everything you were expecting? Is it more? Is it less? What's going on?
It's
And
intimidating.
be honest.
So the corporate answer is to be like, oh, it's lovely.
Right.
Every single moment has been amazing. It's been scary.
Right.
I had no real benchmark, really. I've not done that many events. This is only my fourth DPC event, technically. And all of them are, different tournament organizers. They all run by their own rodeo kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so this is my first Valve event altogether. And obviously, with TI having the legacy that it does, obviously there's some pressure. Valve had faith in me, and they have me hosting. Which is literally the only thing that I told Bruno that I haven't done yet. He asked me beforehand, he was like, so what do you feel comfortable doing? And I was like, I've done paneling, I've done casting. I'd feel comfortable doing either of those things. And he's like,
And you said anything but hosting.
Anything
you said
but
hosting.
that's
Interesting.
literally-
You should mention.
I literally
Take points.
The
on
words
this.
I said was like, I feel cozy on anything other than hosting. And he was like, okay, cool. I'm really glad that you told me that.
We wanted to take you out of your comfort zone, Tsunami.
And
So welcome to
that's-
TI9. You're
that's-
hosting a segment. Yeah.
And every single person has told me like, oh yeah, welcome to TI. That's exactly what happens. You are taken out of your comfort zone. You're thrown into the fires, and we see if you succeed.
Well, I'd say that's true of most people. They put me in a bar. That is my actual comfort zone.
Yeah, but on your first TI, you fought your way in.
Well,
I
yeah.
heard you emailed people.
I did.
Trying to get in.
Yeah, they were like,
you
nah, we
bullied
don't
your
need
way
you.
in.
No. I politely requested. And I
You make it sound like
made a
you're bleeding,
strong
I heard.
case. I made a strong case, and they were like, let him in. And then they never stopped taking
Because
pity
really
on me.
they wanted Zoe, and then you were just like, no, bring me along too.
Yeah, and they were like, okay.
And you've been here
And
ever
then they
since.
just forgot to fire me at some point, I guess. So, yeah.
And now here you are.
Now this is it.
Picture.
Now he's finally
Yeah.
into his final
In the
resting
zone.
place,
Yeah.
the bar.
So, Grant, this is your second TI working, but you've been to others before.
I've been to all of them but TI1.
Wow.
Wow.
Nope.
What did you do at the others?
Hung out with friends, met people. I mean, TI2, right, was the first one I went to. Like, I'd never, right, I was the typical online internet goblin, like, everyone here is stupid. You go in real life, and, like, this was before, like, LAN events were really big, even.
Yeah.
Like TI2, right? And I remember I went, and Malk was the first person I met. And I went up, and I said, hey, Malk. He's like, wait, aren't you that dumbass from NA Dota? And I was like, oh,
What,
goodness.
is my shirt not enough of a
Is it not
giveaway?
great? Just NA Dota, yep. And he's like, nah, I'm just kidding. I love you. And then, I had a few libations, and we were good.
Your Twitter profile picture
Is Malk.
is Malk. What is
Yeah.
that picture
Yeah.
from?
Do you not see the passion in that, man? I always want to, if I'm going to be in Dota, I always want that passion. and I don't know how to
But then
change
you've
it, so.
scribbled all over it in pink pen or
Well,
something.
I scribbled everyone else's face, so it's only Malk.
Oh, I see.
Only Malk.
I remember seeing a clip of that from like an old Truth site. Like that was him in his like gaming prime at that moment.
Yeah,
right?
it was. I don't know. Honestly, I just forgot how to change the picture now. Now it's like, it's just me. I've had it for like 8 years. Can't change it now.
Now, Grant, we were talking about you a bit between the point of what you were talking about when you were, as you said, almost a degenerate as being a spectator and just being an NA Dota lover, to the point when you kind of almost put your head down, decided to really just work at it, be a caster. Like, what was that transition like? Was there anything that you were just kind of like, you know, I really want to take this serious. I feel like there's an opportunity. Let me just kind of put in the work.
I think it really went back to just, I wanted to change, and then I'm like, wait, I know all this great stuff about Dota. Why don't I help other people know all this great stuff about Dota? Because who cares if I know what, like, 1437's middle name is if I'm not sharing that with everyone else? Or his pet name.
True.
What are they?
Which is?
Crocodile.
Oh.
Because he's very tough-skinned. Just kidding, I just made that up. I actually don't know anything. I literally don't know any of that.
Remember the name Rose?
I do remember.
Rose.
That was his old name.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, no. His oldest name was X9 Naruto. X9.Naruto.
He's a weeb?
That's the name we would get
maybe.
rid of, yeah.
That was literally his name in Dota 1. X9 Naruto, and like he went underground, came back up, and there he was.
As I love you forever.
Yes.
Wow.
1437.
It's a fantastic name.
Really.
So we were going to go ahead and get into talking about some firsts going on from here. I got some notes I'm going to
We got some questions
currently
written
bring
down.
up on the phone. We wanted to make sure that we were prepared. First.
We want you to, so we're going to start with Tsunami. We've got a first. You got to tell us your first.
I'm
Don't
gonna
worry,
start
they're
with-
not, don't worry. Nothing
Bring
weird.
us back to your first Dota game.
My first Dota game.
Yeah. How'd you get into it? What was it like, etc.?
Okay, so I got invited to the beta.
This is of Dota 2.
Yes, Dota 2. I never played War 3. Never played War 3, never played Dota 1.
Grant's over here like, are you serious? That was my life.
I was just a little too late to the party on that one because War 3, I thought it was nerdy. I was there busy. I played real sports. I didn't even know.
Stop making excuses and tell us
Look
about
at
your
this.
first.
I was varsity football, baby, and Warcraft 3.
My man.
That's basketball, isn't it?
Oh, God, keep going.
So the main reason I got into Dota 2 was because my brother was very much into Dota and Heroes of Newerth.
Is it an older brother or
always
older
a
brother?
brother.
It's always a
Always a
brother.
brother. It is.
It is older brother, 7 years older. And
Stop being lame. Play Dota.
no, I thought he was lame.
Oh.
My only memory of Dota before I started playing it was it's a game where you click a lot for 40 minutes straight and then you get really angry afterwards.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think that game's for me. And here I am. So basically, I got it because I wanted to make him jealous. Because he was really excited to play it. We were both really big fans of Valve games. He was super psyched to have Dota 2. And I was like, someone was offering beta keys.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm just going to get it. I'm going to add it to my account. And I think it'll make him super jealous if I'm just in-game. So the first thing I did, it was right when Kunkka and Lifestealer were added.
Right.
I got into a lobby, and I literally just walked around for 40 minutes. No bots, no creeps, no anything. I was walking around, and I was like, he's going to message me eventually and be like, how do you have a Dota 2 invite? You don't even know what Dota 1 is. What are you doing in this game right now?
How did you get the beta access then?
It was at a forum. I used to be a member of a gaming forum,
Right.
and I guess it had a lot of
Nice.
industry people or something. Yeah, it was in the BBS days and stuff like that.
Right.
So that was my origin story for the most part.
All right.
Grant, I'd love to hear your
He was
origin
from
story.
like the dawn of Dota. so
Donna,
Yeah.
2003, Warcraft 3.
First
Oh,
there
I-
was Man.
I really will. I do remember my first hero I ever played in the Frozen. I won't go Reign of Chaos, so people know it was Silencer, and Silencer had Chain Heal, Starfall, and Summon Golems.
Summon Golem.
Which
yeah.
was Infernals, where you summon 4
Yep.
Infernals down,
Oh.
and then his ultimate was when he attacked you, he silenced you.
Wow. So
Dota
he
was
had
such a
golems
different game.
and
He had
another ult.
Golems, Heal, and Starfall.
That's insane.
Yeah, and that was back when Void, his ultimate was global and it
Yep.
stunned everyone on the map. You
My
just clicked it, it just
God.
stunned everyone.
I heard.
Yeah.
I thought there was a hero called God at one point that was
Yep.
like a global
Yes.
sleep.
That was the original
Yes.
Wisp, right?
Yeah.
yes,
it was.
that's what I
Original Wisp.
heard.
Yeah, there are some crazy heroes. No, but it's been a long time. It's been what, almost 15 years
That's
in Dota now? I
insane.
mean, Dakota actually made me, back in the day on some Dota 1 forums,
Yep.
he was one of the signature makers.
I used to
and he
be
made
part of
me
the
a
in-house
signature.
Oh, you made
leagues
six?
and-
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I was on the forums like you,
Whoa.
but
He was
I wasn't
old
like
school.
I didn't have a
People don't
knack to play the game very, very well. I was okay to hang in the in-house league, but my knack was creating like graphical forum signatures,
Right,
like
right.
that take their favorite hero and their nickname and make it
Yep.
look all cool, and they could sport it under their tag.
Right.
Everyone loved
like,
the
I'm cool.
signatures. You were cool if you had your name plus a sick
Wait,
hero.
I would have like an X-Fire username
Oh,
or
lots of
something like that.
X16.
Exactly.
All these crazy. I still have the album. I could look through, and
Oh,
there's probably
man.
people still playing with, and I have their old aliases from back in the day.
Wow.
It was pretty gnarly. It was pretty gnarly.
really
It was a good
was.
way for me to kind of get into the scene. Like, hey, you remember me? I went by
Yep.
this old alias back in the day. But
Yep.
good stuff. Next,
What was your
first.
old alias, by the way?
I had many. I had Jeddah.
I remember
had
your
him.
That was the one I remember. And you had the
HIM him.
Yep.
Which I wish I kept that name. That's such a badass.
It's a good one.
But yeah. I'm going to move on to the next first here, okay, gentlemen? First time you met a Dota pro.
I met a number of Dota pros at the same time.
Okay.
It was the first Dota LAN I had ever been to was TI6. I was actually almost like falling out of love with the scene because I had been doing the YouTube thing, wasn't really going anywhere, and then I started writing a little bit and stuff like that. Wasn't really going anywhere. I was like, all right, as my swan song to the Dota scene,
Right.
I'm gonna go to a LAN for once.
I'll just see what it's like, hang out. Yeah,
Exactly,
yeah.
which I highly recommend for anyone.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be TI. It can be literally any Dota LAN because it's a very weird experience to go to
It is.
an event
Yeah.
and not have to feel like this is we're some sort of sewer animals and they're like, yes, I played Dota
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Everyone has a common interest.
Yeah.
And it's so easy to strike up a conversation with anyone.
Yeah.
So I had gone to TI6, I had hung out with some people, and I had ended up hanging out with the stats people, which if you haven't gotten in touch with the click before, I highly recommend the stats people.
people, you
Actually,
crunching the numbers.
you wouldn't believe it, but the stats people throw the wildest parties.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Like sort of like how the drama kids in high school would be or something like that. You
Okay,
wouldn't
okay.
expect it.
All
but
right.
They get wild. And so a few of them were like, oh, we're at the hotel with all the players. You should just come with us.
Okay.
I was like, all right, cool.
Okay.
I got on the bus with everyone else, and I was
Right.
like, first of all, I was like, I can't believe I'm on this bus right now. I'm
Yeah.
sitting next to all these famous people and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
no.
It's surreal. I was like, I really want to take pictures of anyone, but we got to be cool.
You got to be cool.
You're just a part of the kids, you know.
Who was the first player you had to meet, and or you maybe fangirled hard
It was
over?
Sumail.
Sumail.
I walked.
That's a big one. To
I
go
was
into.
going to the hotel and I see Sumail standing outside, and I'm like, oh my god, this is the closest I've ever stand to like a self-made millionaire kind of thing. Then I go in the hotel and Ice 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 is just eating a sandwich, and I'm like, this is classic Ice 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 eating a sandwich like that. I get into the elevator, go up a few floors. Envy walks in. He's wearing basketball shorts and a Nike, t-shirt.
Yep.
The
Says
X
something
Mike.
completely incomprehensible, and I'm just like, classic Envy. I don't understand what you're saying. And that was overall my first experience meeting pro players.
And you
Pretty
thought,
good one.
Yeah, I
and
think
you thought,
so.
I've got to be a part of this.
Yeah,
man."
that's exactly it. I was like, am I romanticizing the concept of esports? No.
Not at all.
It's everything I thought and dreamed it would be.
Awesome. Grant,
Grant?
first time you met a pro. Not online.
Probably it was TI2, and it was. I mean, I knew all the people, right? Like, but they didn't really know me, and I think it was actually Fear, and I introduced myself to Fear, and it was when he was with his mom because they had just done free to play, and it was. I remember Fear's mom was like, "Wait, I remember you. You're that guy who always says dumb stuff on forums," and I was like, "Oh my goodness, how does she know?" And then we just talked for a bit, and it was just super chill. I guess it's like a little different for you, right? Because I played with these guys.
No, yeah.
So it
To
was
me,
like,
I was
yeah.
just like a spectator.
Completely, yeah.
No, I was pure fanboy material.
But it was cool. Like TI2 was just crazy because like I knew like 50 of these people and I'd never met them in my life. And then you just meet them all in person. You're like, it's just cool. Like you said, like we're not just computers.
Also,
It was
I feel
awesome.
that the Dota scene is super nice. Like
Yes.
all the people that we work with, I'd say 99% of the players you meet
in person.
in person, they're nice and chill. I
Not
think
on
it's
US
because
West.
we let it all out in Dota, and then when we meet,
Yeah.
we're so it's like cathartic release of emotion that when you meet up, it's like everyone's chill.
Yeah. No, I felt very, very welcomed by all of you.
Get away from us.
Don't ever touch me again. Unbelievable.
Who was the person who gave you your first shot in Dota? Who gave you that first shot?
Gods.
Gods?
Gods is my godfather.
God's here too.
Yeah, cheers.
God's here to God.
Cheers to gods.
He gave me the same first shot.
Actually, you and I go all the way back to Team E-Hug, actually.
Oh, yes, we did. Oh, you're right.
You were a caster
E-Hug.
for them.
I was like
a
their
writer.
E-Hug caster.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
A now defunct North American team,
Yep.
but they paid money, and no one was paying money to anyone back then.
No.
And so I guess that was my first shot, but my first chance to cast a real event was Galaxy Battles 2, which was last year, I believe.
You're going to say Galaxy Battles
not
1?
one.
Oh,
Not one. 2 was the one that lost DPC status because of the drug testing stuff in the Philippines that was going on. And so it's really the last Filipino LAN that happened.
Yep.
And it was surreal. Never thought I'd be in an event like that, but most of the official casters pulled out because it lost DPC status. And then I swooped right in because
my
God gave me a chance.
Yep.
And it's been a ride ever since.
Nice.
awesome.
Grant, I know some people really had to risk it for your first shot.
Yeah,
but
honest-
someone had to.
Like, if we're just saying just straight up casting on a real thing, it was actually Sheever. We were friends for, I don't even know how we were friends. I really don't even remember.
How?
And
How
I
does
just
that
remember one
come?
time she was casting NA Dota for something, and she was just like, hey, do you want to cast with me? And I was like, this was like right before TI9. Like, we're
Right.
talking a long time ago, and I was like, are you sure you want to cast with me? And she's like, yeah, I think we'll help each other. And we just casted together for like 6 months, and then Beat has cast the qualifiers with her and not me, and whatever. But
Because Shiva at the time as well was just, she was
Go-To
doing
Gamers
casting
dot
and, yeah,
Shiva,
she was
yep.
just that, yeah.
And yeah, we just casted together like for a long time. If you can still go look at the casts, they're bad. They are legitimately terrible casts.
You got to start somewhere. You got to
do?
start somewhere.
Those were the days that everyone would comment, "Happy birthday, Sheever."
Yeah.
Every single time she would talk about, like, "Oh, these are the games for today" on Reddit.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
That was, yeah, she had like her own stuff. Yeah, that was
That's
crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Man, it's been so long.
Yeah.
I have the next first question, but actually on this one I want to start with Grant.
Okay.
And when was the first time that you actually had to tell your parents that this is legit?
Yeah, this is the thing.
You know, because
how did you break
parents
it?
always like, hey, you're gaming, stop
Oh,
messing around. But when was the first time that they kind of understood and you had to tell them, like, this is legit?
Well, can I tell you the first time I thought it was legit and I told them and it ended up not being legit?
Yes,
please.
please.
It was actually going to be, it was at Gamescom that TI9 was held at, and I was playing professional Heroes of New Earth, and they were going to run a booth partnered with our sponsor, which was SK Gaming. And, they're like, yeah, we're going to send you out. They're like, yeah, we'll get you your flight. And like 2 days before, literally 2 days before I'm supposed to have the flight, they're like, oh, sorry, our credit cards are maxed. Can you book the flight and we'll pay you back in cash? And like a week before, I told my parents, like, this is real. Here's the flights. Here's all this. And so the next day, I literally called on the phone because this one I was working at Walmart. It was a $2,200 ticket that I actually bought with my money.
Wow.
And I called like half fake crying, half real crying. The lady's like, yeah, we'll give it back. It'll be a $25 charge. And yeah, my parents never thought esports would be real again. And
Wow.
now they watch me today. So they've watched me a few other times. But yeah, it was a real rough start when you say it's going to be real and then you waste a lot of your own money.
Wow.
And
yeah,
part
that-
of you is thinking, maybe this isn't real. Like,
Yeah,
maybe
I
this
agree.
is-
I was like,
yeah.
maybe I'm just always going to be stuck posting on forums and doing online tournaments, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang,
But
interesting.
look at you now.
And look at me now. What if I would have gone to that event? I could have said I went to every TI, though.
That's
If
true.
I actually did go, because I was at the
yeah.
event, yeah.
Only Toby, I think, holds that, right?
Yeah.
You've done every since 2, you said before,
I've done
right?
3 to 9.
Oh, 3 to 9.
Yeah.
I've done
I
2
didn't
through
do
8. 2 through 9. Technically, I've been there.
Tsunami?
No.
I've done 9.
I've done
Just 9.
What about when did you have to tell your parents, was it on that first LAN event, the Galaxy Battle one, that you had to
It's
do it?
pig time.
Oh, my goodness. All right. We're going to hold that question.
All right.
It sounds like they're going to be kidnapping Ted right now. We mentioned this a bit at the beginning, but I'm going to scoot over so I can help explain to you what's
Yeah,
exactly
I may
happening.
return in
Yeah.
one piece. I may
I
not.
may return in one
Wish
piece,
me
you may
luck,
not.
gents.
Let me scoot on over here. Oh, Ted didn't unfortunately take his beer with him, but we'll watch guard over it for now. So, anyways, what's happening here, if you didn't hear, is they're going to be doing a puppy bowl-esque situation involving a pig, because after all, it is Year of the Pig. So they're going to be setting a pig in the middle of this little box entrapment almost, and each of the hosts from each of the languages, Russia, China, and of course English, are going to decide on a team, their favorite team. Not necessarily like a prediction or anything like that, but just pick their favorite team.
Okay.
And then it's on them to coax the pig towards their pick, towards their
Yeah.
team, right? And if they happen to get the pig to come to them, they get rewarded with a nice, sweet, delicious treat.
Yeah.
And if they happen to not get the pig coming their way, they're going to have to suffer some sort of not so delicious sweet treat, which out here, I don't know what the heck it could be.
So you're telling me that Pyrion may suffer.
Pyrion may suffer. We may get to
Excellent.
see some
I love it.
super juicy worthy
I love
Twitch
it.
clips coming up. But we're in for a
Are
special
they
treat.
allowed to do like, pull a treat out of their thing, or is it all
Yeah,
just?
can they
They're
bribe
providing the treats.
Oh,
they have like a
okay.
little treat thing.
Alright.
They even encouraged Ted to sing maybe to the pig. I don't know what you sing to a pig to bring him
traditional
over.
Chinese hymns, perhaps?
Yeah, for sure, right? I don't know what. Like, do you have like a nice sweet call that you could maybe?
I got nothing.
You got enough.
I can do a pig noise.
That might work. That might work.
Okay.
It's actually a
Convincing.
cute
Mother.
little pig, too. I didn't know what we were going to get into. If this is
Really?
a giant pig that we have to ride
Yeah, yeah,
around
that's
the
what I
field,
thought.
or some tiny little teacup that's
I was
gonna be
thinking
going
30
around.
to 40 feral hogs, but it's just one little pig?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
just one little pig. So
Okay.
Ted's getting back there and getting switched right now. So while that happens, I'll do one more little first question here that I remember I saw. The first time that you
I haven't had a first kiss yet.
mega.
Oh.
We'll get back. Oh,
Never mind. Go on.
maybe we'll change that tonight, ladies. No, first time you mega raged out, like real rage, in a Dota.
I'll let him
In
take
Dota?
it first.
Maybe you hit the keyboard a little too hard and broke something. I mean, a simple abandon is something, sure,
Honestly,
but you're
I
on
was
fire.
I was a pretty crazy guy. I've never
Come on,
truly
guys.
I've never really smashed a keyboard.
Here's
I've
the
honestly
thing.
never gotten that mad at Dota.
This is the same reason why I don't understand why Mafia is so popular in the Dota scene. Because I've seen the Nahaz clip.
Yeah.
And I know how emotional you have to get in Mafia to really make a case. Be like, dude, I'm not Mafia, man. What are you saying?
Dota Mafia is by far the most try-hard Mafia there.
Yes,
for
Yeah.
exactly. And that's what I'm saying. That I can't get that emotional. It's a game. And much as how Dota's just a game, I can't get that emotional.
So
over
what's the
again.
secret? Or are you just telling yourself it's a game over and over again? That's it? That's
What,
it?
my mentality? First of all, I never rage at anyone because I used to work for a crisis hotline, and in my mind, I always think whenever someone's having a bad game, I think they may be having the worst day of their life.
Wow.
And if I ever rage at them, it might just be that little bit that is just a little bit too much for them that day.
Just creating something to be empathetic about?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And
Okay,
so
cool,
if
cool.
anyone's having if anyone's feeding relentlessly or they're just being a dick in the game, then I'm just like, whatever, you're having a bad day. I don't need to add on to it.
I'll give you this win.
I'll give it to you.
Time to
you're-
run down mid lane.
You're like the opposite of me. For me, it's
What
like
about
I
you?
dealt with so much shit at Walmart, like literally nothing fazed me. Someone could be raging at me, and I'm like, well, still better than when someone tried to return to like a used turkey, like
Oh,
literally
God.
like a half-eaten ham to like this, and they're like, I need to see your manager. This ham wasn't good, and they're like, we want a new one. I'm like, I hate myself. So now I'm just chill.
So now you're just chill.
Yep.
You are much chill. So
It's
how's
nice.
post-Walmart life been treating you? It's been about a year, 2 years?
Yeah, it's been about 2 years now. Mostly just casting Dota, doing my own stream. Nothing
It's
too
work, though,
crazy.
right? I feel like
Yeah.
the general, a fair stigma from people would be like, leaving that kind of 9-to-5 job, coming to this one. Oh, it's got to be easier, more relaxing, right? But
It's
doing
tough.
work is tough.
It is. Also, I mean, honestly, just having, like, knowing I go to work from 7 to 4 was always nice. Now I can wake up whenever I want. Some people say it's nice, but, like, honestly, I get bored sometimes, which is kind of funny. Like, if I'm just at home not doing an event, I'm like, what am I going to do with my life? I don't want to go outside because, I'm a gamer, but I don't just want to sit here and play.
But you said you volunteer though.
I volunteer at dog shelter.
Yeah.
Once or twice a week. It's been less lately because I've been out, but, you got to get out and do stuff.
Ladies, this man goes to dog shelters
I love
voluntarily.
I love puppies. Who doesn't?
Sweet. All right, guys, advice for other people maybe thinking about diving into their first. I mean, now that's very fresh for you. Last year right there, when they get to this point, maybe they're about to step into their first LAN situation, what would you say to someone like that? Or even if you want to make it easier, say to your past self, something you could have said to kind of make the experience maybe a little easier than how it maybe turned out.
I would say be easy to work with.
Be easy to work with.
The people who I find have the most success are the people who bring everyone around them up.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's why a lot of people were very surprised that, Owen had that 3-hour game and stuff like that, and that's why he's so popular and stuff like that, and that's why he got discovered. That's true to an extent, but also, anytime I'm at an event with Owen, he always lifts my spirits. It's always so fun to be around him.
It is.
That the people that you're around with, the people that you work with,
Yeah.
it makes it so much easier to do an event that even tournament organizers look at you and they're like, this is someone who enhances the quality of our entire product.
Oh, yeah.
I would.
What about you, Grant? You're looking at yourself, a young, very handsome Grant, and saying, what?
Honestly, just keep being dedicated. Like, no matter what, like, you can't be a caster if you don't just keep trying to do it. It's why I like casting pubs. You know, it's practice for what I do, and it keeps me loving the game. I'd say just stay dedicated. Like, if someone's casting 8 hours a day for 5 days, they're probably going to be better than someone who just hops on once a week and does like a fun little cast, you know? So just like, it is a job, so be dedicated to it.
And that's what you do with T. I mean, you're always in your stream grinding the NA pubs if there's no event, you know?
Dude, honestly, I am so bad at talking. Like, doing on my streams, like, I would not be like casting here if I didn't do like my own streams, because like it just helps me speak. Like, it's like speaking into a mirror, but there's people there.
Yeah.
Is TI Open Quals legitimately your favorite time of the year?
I hate to say it, especially, you know, there's Valve here, but if I had to cast a TI Grand Finals or a TI North American Open Qualifier Grand Finals for the rest of my life, I would choose the Open Qualifiers anytime.
Respect.
Anytime.
Nice, nice.
Just fun.
I kind of go along with both of you in a bit of a sense. I think back when I was doing a lot of musical theater, I'd heard stories of Hugh Jackman when he was doing a lot. He did, you know, some musicals, but the stories about him wasn't about his performances on the stage, but how insanely nice he was off the stage. This is a guy who would walk into the theater house, you know, the guy holding open the door, the techie who pulls the curtain, he's like, great to see you again, knows all of their names and goes through each of them and just leaves like this huge impact on everyone, saying that I'm amazing to work with. And it's just like, bring them back, you know? So I always try to be really easy to work with, friendly with everyone, and it seems to help a bit. I mean, I wasn't at the last two TIs, but, you know, sometimes it can work.
Lucky for you, DJ Week could not come to the phone right now.
I am receiving word that the Chinese transmission of the pig action is about to go underway, so we're going to try to tap into that feed as soon as it's available, and we'll kind of provide a little bit of the play-by-play action as it's getting going here. Here we go. All right.
A team where you want to send happiness to, a team that you support, a team that you like.
Sounds like they're getting the
当我
rules
们
right
在
now.
不任何人不触碰到这支香猪小酒的情况下呢，通过食物或者其他的手段吸引它来到属于我们每位主持人的区域。那么，如果谁获得了成功，就给我们将要祝福的这支队伍加上
It's just your favorite team. So Alliance can still win something here. Don't worry.
Piglet or
Yeah,
Starlet.
maybe like not picking Gyrocopter accidentally.
That would help.
And whoever wins will send.
I can't wait till we to see the pig. I saw like a little picture. It is so cute. I actually.
Rumor has it is that this isn't the first pig. They've had multiple trial pigs.
Oh, really?
Like which one would be more rambunctious?
Porky, no!
Oh, so you want the wild
And I
ones.
assure everyone, all pigs are safe. They're fine.
Okay.
All
The
pigs are
winner
safe,
also gets
and
to
they're
try
not
out
going to be touched, and they're not going to be too
traditional
aggressive.
What is? We have a winner and a loser already.
Where the loser
No,
will
she's
have
just
a
mentioning
prize
the rules, like I've told you
delicacy
before, saying that the
Oh,
winner's
okay.
going to get a special food treat, the loser's not going to get something special. There, Ted is
Dude, there's
wincing.
the loser cam. Nice and early.
他想要支持和选择
Oh, I'm excited for this.
I may be mistaken, but I believe that is LD of the Chinese team.
Oh,
He's
really?
also an LD. I could be wrong.
Is his name David?
It could be.
It's got to be one of the
Yes,
20
baby.
Davids, yeah.
Okay, so
Okay,
Ted,
wait,
is he
you-
picking
Ooh,
picking
newbie.
newbie?
Picking newbie,
之
okay.
前跟大家谈一谈他想要帮助和支持哪支队伍。
I will pick Virtus Pro.
I probably would have
It's
gone
simple
for
because
EG.
they
Like
have
winning,
B.
Really?
but they don't like
Yeah,
winning.
Loga
I
and
wouldn't
the
have
pick.
guessed that from you, Grant Grant.
Maybe
The
we'll
RU
glad
scene
to
goes
see
for
B.
VP.
Okay.
Not a
他选
bad
VP 的
Alright.
原因很简
We're
单，
going to
因
go
为
ahead
是
and
一
just
只
let them
熊，
take
他
it
觉
over
得
from
小
here,
猪
so
很
let's send it
喜
over
欢
to
熊
them.
我觉得他会不会有点害怕呢？
Wouldn't he be scared?
They are friendly. They are friends. Animals, friends, happiness.
OK， 那么我将选择咱们的 RNG 战队，在今天的求生之路当中，他们显得有一些艰难和坎坷，希望在明天他们可以依然顽强的、坚挺的走下去。
DC will be choosing RNG because they had a rough day today, and hopefully we'll send them some happiness and good luck for tomorrow.
OK， 那我们三个主持人都已经准备好了，接下来我们各自来到我们的专属领域，即将要揭开的就是我们这一支引诱香猪小酒的竞争之旅，准备了吗？
Are you guys ready?
Yes, we are ready. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's an amazing race.
弗雷多塔，
Somebody wake up big, please. Lie,
哦
lie,
哦
lie,
哦
lie,
哦
lie,
哦
lie, 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 lie.
喂，哦，作为东道主，我准备了一支作弊的秘密武器。Hello，
Я же могу на русском говорить.
Come on.
Hey, please.
Look, you got
Lie,
food
lie,
right
lie,
here.
lie,
Right here.
lie. Lie, lie.
近水楼台先得月，
Please,
我们好
please,
像
it's very tasty, very tasty. Please come to me.
No.
Come to
No,
me.
no,
come
no,
to
no,
me.
no, no, no,
Come
no.
to me, come to me. 来，
我是不是不能碰到他？
来。Please, please, speak. I have more. I have
他
more
的
here.
登场位置好像对我们
I
很
have
不
all
利
the。food here. Here.
Look.
All of your
No,
food
no,
here.
no.
He's got no peripheral
Please
vision.
come to me. Come to me. It will be only for you.
小九好像有点紧张。
Everything for you.
No touching,
Lie,
Ted.
lie.
I didn't touch him. The food touched him.
来。Virtus Pro.来。
哦
Look, look, look.
What's
Why?
going on?
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah. Yeah. No, no, no.
That's a win, right?
Congrats, Ted.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you won, yeah?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Thank you.
I'm so happy for you, my friend.
Shout out to Newbie.
Very nice.
He is so happy. Look how happy he is.
Yeah, yeah.
I will be happy.
小九吃的非常的香。
I will be happy in a few minutes, as I understand. Yeah?
那看来牛逼战队获得了我们今天的胜利 buff。
Yeah, they've got the pig buff, right?
Congrats to
Okay,
Newbie.
yeah.
Thanks to Ted.
Hey.
那这样的话，胜利者将会先品尝到的是咱们准备的地道的中华美食。
The winner gets to eat the delicious dish first.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, may I?
哦
Oh my God. Got you.
Can I pop down my newbie flag?
Yeah.
With a fork, is this okay?
这是咱们著名的中国美食北京烤鸭。
It's what was that? Roasted duck wrapped in something.
It's delicious. It is delicious. Thank you. Thank you very much.
非常非常好吃。
So right now it's my turn, yeah?
轮到我了吗？
马上就将要轮到他了。不过我觉得，是不是能谈一来我们的美食的感想？
Very soon. What do you think about it? Any comments?
Very good.
That's it.
I love duck. I'm glad it wasn't pig.
我超爱吃鸭子的，我很幸运不是猪。
当然，我们不至于这么残忍。我发现小九吃的有点停不下来了。
Pig is still eating, you know.
Thank you.
Yeah，好，那看来也迫不及待的要给我们。其实我也是失败者的一员。
Oh, he lost too, so
Yeah。
So we will be eat together.
Yeah.
It's very nice. But
All
you
right,
lose,
well,
so you
as we
eat
saw,
nice.
Ted somehow managed to get the win. I like how he repped newbie.
Yep.
It's like Chinese org, but some NA players. He's getting a little bit of both.
I saw his strategy. He knew how to deal with animals. They kept trying to put their hands in his face. Ted used the bowl and then just took his hands off. And you don't want to scare the
Yeah,
animal.
the tactic of just
Yeah, it
flailing the
was.
feather toy in his
Yeah.
face was
Did
not
not
really
work.
effective. Not effective at all.
Just, letting him come to the Nutri-Grain.
So here comes the
Oh.
bad food right now. Check it out. Let's see what it is. What Ted
Okay.
could have.
Okay.
What is that?
So
相信大家已经
one for me and one for you, yeah?
Yeah, all to me, all to you.
All for me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, wow, he just dove right in.
Hi, boss.
He likes it.
Oh.
He likes it.
哇哦，
Man,
接受度好像非常高。
delicacy in Russia.
How do you like it?
Only one question. What is it?
他
这应
问是什么
该算是
I
一
think
种
he said that
油
doesn't
炸豆
faze
腐。
me.
What is it?
It's fermented
no clue.
fried tofu, sticky tofu.
它在烹制的时候，由于香料的原因，会产生一定的异味，所以我
And
们
he's
叫它
just
臭
straight
豆
up
腐。
eating
Because
it.
of the
Well, this
spices
is the
used
first of, like,
in making it,
6
Yeah.
some people
Vegas
might
pig
not
events,
like the
so-
odor,
Wait,
not
you're saying it's
the
not
scent.
bad? Would
就
you
像
So
榴莲一
it's
样，很多
called-
人是比较讨厌这
Dude,
So
个
we
I
call
have
it
a story
stinky
about
tofu.
that.
It's
I
that
had to
dirty
eat a
and not everybody
tofu
likes
sponge
it.
once as a
It's
kid
very
if I
tasty.
wanted to get my
Oh.
dessert.
Yeah, I like it.
And then I refused to. I just didn't want the
Very
Oreos.
nice.
And the next
think
night,
I'm a
in
winner.
the freezer, my cousins came over and they
No, no,
said,
I like it.
they're like, hey, are
It's
these
very nice.
toaster stools in the freezer?
want
And we're
some
just playing video games. We're like, yeah.
Well, can you
And he
freeze that
put
again?
it was literally the tofu sponge in the, it was the toaster and it just burned it and it ruined the toaster. And he's like, it wasn't a toaster strudel.
And you've been scarred from tofu ever since.
Yeah, I actually have. I can't do tofu.
Wow.
The tofu sponge.
You would have been down with some fried, fermented
Listen,
tofu.
I'm willing to experiment a little bit, all right?
All right.
It's something a little bit out of my comfort zone, much like hosting a bit of this TI has been. If this has been a success for me, then I'm sure fermented fried tofu would be in the same thing.
Fair enough. Fair
Sir,
enough.
you've left your potato in my ketchup.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
come
left your
on,
ketchup in my
handle that.
potato. Thank you very much.
So Ted's probably on his way back after having that little adventure, and he'll join us in just a moment. What is the nastiest thing you've had to eat? On the note of like it being disgusting stuff, what is the boldest thing you ever went in for?
Did you ever do the balut? I heard balut is like the go-to thing for the Dota people, and if they go to a Southeast Asia event.
Oh, sorry, what was that again?
If they go to a Southeast Asia event, balut.
Oh, yeah. Everyone wants to talk about having the full breakfast.
Yeah, I heard about
action
that. Yeah.
within the egg itself.
It's mayonnaise. It is mayonnaise. Just straight up mayonnaise. If you eat mayonnaise, I just can't respect you.
Today they get away with calling it like hollandaise.
Yeah, or some, like Miracle Whip. No, I can't do mayonnaise. Literally, if I look at it, it makes me gag.
But you would have balut sooner.
Oh, I would eat
mayo.
balut instantly.
Wow. What did mayo do to you,
Isn't
Grant?
durian as well from SCA, and that's nasty?
Durian has a really bad smell.
Oh,
that
but
fruit,
it's good
right?
taste.
Yes, it does. The taste is manageable, supposedly.
Oh, okay.
But the smell is...
I thought your taste buds were your nose.
Yeah, but if you like hold your nose and you eat something, then...
Taste buds are your eyes.
Oh my goodness. I can see and eat everything.
Apparently Ted also tried the tofu, from what I heard. So we'll get to hear from his mouth, from him
What a
himself
glutton.
how bad it was. So we'll have to see. I'm glad that Ted volunteered to do the whole pig stuff. He was like super eager about the pig, and then they found out about the food thing. And I'm like, good on you, Ted.
You're already in.
This is you the whole way, so good for you. So he committed the whole way through for it.
Respect.
Good stuff. So we have one other little mini game that we wanted to play here, and I can try to start alluding to it, I guess, while we wait for Ted to come over a bit. But I will need the assistance of my laptop right over here. It would be awkward for me to step off camera and get it, but gentlemen, I'm going to leave you for one moment right
How's it going?
here.
I've been having a hell of a time.
So am I. It's getting a little late, but...
It is getting a little
All right,
late,
so
as
listen,
is the
I'm
late
back.
show.
I'm back. So Tsunami, it is your first, and Grant, you had it last year, and something that's been coming along with TI is that the talent get to enter their autograph.
Yes.
Right? For purchase from the community. That way they have an opportunity to support you. Tsunami fans out there, they want to get
all two of them.
They want to get their sweet hats. They have an opportunity to purchase a Tsunami autograph and get the hat they want while giving you a little bit of support along the way. It's fantastic, right? But, over time, these autographs just kind of hit the market, and they're still chilling there for a while. And what we kind of want to find out, really, is how much do these autographs end up being in value now over time? How much does it cost right now?
Okay.
So we're going to be finding that out.
I think I know where this is going.
Find that out. Dude, I have some dank autographs.
As do I. Yeah.
I have the Lumen M1 from TI9.
Ooh,
Lumi
that's
M&M.
vintage.
Yep.
Lumi M&M.
I have an AUI 2000 signature.
Nice.
I think from, was it his Cloud9 or Secret or something like that?
Yeah, TI 6?
Yes,
Cloud9, I think?
Yes,
I believe?
Cloud9 TI6, yeah.
So some people hold these autographs very dear to them.
Yeah.
And others, it's like kind of whatever.
Yeah.
So we're here to find out which of these autographs have held the test of time to see which are pretty valuable and which might probably not be so valuable. So I'm going to use the assistance of this cute little laptop here to showcase each of the persons here. So first, we got Burning. We have Burning. Oh, welcome back, Ted. Just in time as we get to get underway. So Grant's already throwing out, he's saying 14 cents.
Is this my beer?
No,
Yes.
yours is the one on the napkin, I thought.
No, his was the one with the napkin.
I switched them.
The fermented tofu was actually not bad. The texture
Really?
was a
That's
little
what I
unusual,
said.
but
They
it was,
must have went easy on the first one.
that's what they said.
Okay.
Now the thing is, the duck spring roll kind of thing that it was, like in pancake, it was okay. It was a little plain. The tofu thing actually had a lot of flavor, but the texture, I'm not a big fan of tofu, but it was nowhere near as bad as they made out. I was like, this is actually quite nice.
All right.
Would
How
you
did
eat
it
a
smell?
spoonful of mayonnaise?
Would I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mind mayonnaise. I love mayonnaise.
There we go.
He's like you, Antichrist.
I don't respect you anymore.
You don't like mayonnaise?
No, I like mayonnaise.
I
He
can't
doesn't.
eat mayonnaise. It's my least favorite
I
food ever.
love mayonnaise.
Well, how was the sweet one? How was the duck? Was it all right?
The duck was nice, yeah. Like I said, it was a little plain, but the duck was very succulent. But I figured I cracked how to get the pig. I'm not going to tell anybody because I don't want to give it away, but I know how.
We already knew.
We kind of dissected it, if you don't mind us. I feel like you kind
Go
of went
ahead.
with the calm approach.
Calm
I mean, they're
approach.
both freaking out on the pig, and you're just kind of like really
I
easy,
put
laid
the
back.
food
Hands
down
off.
and made nice moves. And he
Exactly.
was like, available food, no threat. And he went straight for it.
Because it looked like the CIS guy actually had it, but then he kept like putting his hand there.
He jabbed
Freaked him
it.
out. Yeah,
The other guy jabbed it with the stick. I was
be
like, this is
calm.
not going to help a pig eat.
Nope.
Because if you're trying to eat and someone's going, no, 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 in your face, just put the food down. I was like, hey, piggy, there's a meal if you want it. And he was like,
So pretty much starting tomorrow, everyone's going to sit there and do this while they wait for the pig to decide to go to one
Yeah.
place or the
And
other,
then
right?
we'll be here for another hour and a half, probably.
All right,
right, let's
we're
do
going to
the
rock on this
autograph.
autograph
Okay.
thing real quick, just a couple of autographs. So first we had Burning. Your best guess? You think
17 cents.
The cheapest Burning autograph is going to be 17 cents.
Yes.
How much do you
What
think?
what year is this? We're talking like
It's 2019
genuine-
Tsunami.
2019.
No. This is the genuine, the green, genuine autograph for Burning.
Oh, wait, genuine.
like a
The genuine.
like a DK era
Yeah.
Burning.
Some of those players have the genuine autograph. It's green.
Oh, you better have the snaking one then. Actually, I'll go with like 250.
250?
250.
51 USD.
51 USD. All right.
Well, I have one. I hope
Here
so.
is the actual value. Now, some of them are in different currencies, but the actual retail price right now on
I
the
have
Steam
one.
community market, if you want to get a Burning autograph, genuine, $108.
Oh my goodness, I'm
and
rich. See you
94
later.
cents. So Grant was a little closer on that one. Let's
What's
go to the
he
next
doing?
one.
No, he wasn't. He said 250.
Yeah.
He said 51.
Yeah.
My math is NA math. So,
Wait a second.
I
you
actually
know.
own one of those too. Sweet.
You were closer by $1.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That 51 really put me over the top.
Oh, eternal envy.
All right, next is obviously Mr. Jackie Mao. Jackie Mao autograph in the community market. If you want to get the cheapest one, how much is it going to cost you?
You can go first on this one.
I think a Domino's $9.99 large deal is $10, $9.99. So I'm gonna go with that.
I'll go with
$9.99?
$1.50.
$1.50. Actual retail price,
Oh, damn.
$26.
Wow.
Cheapest envy, pretty decent.
Wow.
Pretty
Not bad.
decent. Not bad at all. Next up, we got legendary Grant, his last year's autograph. If
Last
you happen to
year
purchase it.
Grant.
Now, today, if you want to get a 2018 Grant autograph in the market, what is the cheapest one cost?
Probably $21,000.
$21,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
2 cents.
looking
2
at it.
cents. Grant, actual retail price, 30 cents.
So
my
did I
mistake.
win or?
38 cents. All right. Thank you for so much. We're going to go ahead and keep introducing little autograph bets like that throughout.
I love that bit.
So, a lot of
Lads,
good stuff.
it's been an absolute pleasure having you. I'm sorry I had to step out. Needs must. International relations and all that.
I feel you. I appreciate you.
course.
You did that for us.
You've been great, gentlemen.
The Yalta
Cheers to you
Conference.
both.
Cheers.
Have a great day tomorrow.
Cheers.
All the best.
But you got to get
Pleasure.
the hell out. So thank you so much as we make
See
way
ya.
for our next guest.
Goodbye, Grant and Tsunami.
Bye bye.
All right.
Man.
Probably get rid of this as well. Do you want to hand that off on the table?
Yeah, let's
over
hand
there?
that off. We'll just
That
put
would
that
do
over
us
there.
right.
There we go. Oh, my goodness. That was reverential.
You know, I
There
realized
was
though-
no crowd noise. Nothing.
Oh, over there?
Yeah, they were dead silent, very respectful.
Everyone was like looking in.
Yeah,
tuned,
there were like a
super
couple of little
serious.
tee-hee like that. But otherwise, everyone was like,
And
very
you're over
quiet.
by the Chinese, the Chinese late
Went into
game,
the-
where they
yeah.
got a nice bigger room and
their
kind of a
set
club
is
scene.
huge, huge. And there's like loads of people in there, but it doesn't have a bar vibe. It's more like it feels like a kind of a chat show thing. So you've got like a big crowd in the background. There is a bar, and there's a sort of area. They've got like sofas to sit on and stuff. So I think they're looking for a more relaxed kind of chat vibe.
Fair enough,
But yeah,
fair
I don't know if that's. Did we pre-record that? Was that live or? I'm not sure how that went out. I guess live, right?
Yeah, it was live. We were here. We commentated over you. It went good.
Well, they told us that the food is going to ramp up in difficulty.
Really?
Yeah, it's
That's
like-
what I figured.
Yeah.
I felt fried tofu is a bit of a weak
I was like,
start.
yeah, they were like, but it's in spices, so some people don't like it. I was like, but they were all giving me like dread vibes. They were like,
Yeah.
oh no. I was like, what's it going to be, like
My
live
God.
octopus or something? And it was like tofu. I was like, geez, that's no problem.
Does that make you nervous because you managed to get the win today? That means that
Yeah, I've done it early. I've got the win out of the way, but that's one on the board. You know what I mean?
one on the
Yes, scoring early in the game, there's a likelihood your opponent's going to come back, maybe snatch victory from you. But the way I see it, I put the pressure on them.
fair enough. I realized also we didn't even really talk to them at all about today's game, TI.
Well, we can catch up with the next lads.
We
about
can
that.
catch up with the
yeah,
next
yeah,
lads
we'll
as
catch
soon
up with the
as
next
they're ready.
lads,
But
yeah.
I realized we haven't really acknowledged too much about what actually happened at the
Well,
end.
everybody just
actual
watched it
day.
for 15 hours. You
True
know, they
enough,
want to
true
break.
enough. Unless you're coming from the States, this is not the late game. This could be the early game.
This is the very early game.
Cheers to you. Welcome to the early game or
Yeah.
the afternoon game. Or
I think if it's in the UK, it's the just after lunchtime game or maybe approaching dinner game. I'm not sure. Late afternoon, something like that. What time is it? Like midnight?
for right now,
Yeah.
it's got to be getting close to 12:30, 12:40.
1 a.m.
Goodness gracious. All right, time is flying. So that said, I want to see if we do have our next
we ready
guest
for our next
ready.
guest?
It sounds like
Get
we
on in
do.
here.
So without further ado, let's
Yeah.
go ahead and bring on none other than Blitz and Matumba Man. Bring them on.
Hello, boys.
Blitz still looking sharp, dressed up as if you just got off work.
Indeed.
And you
I-
did.
Coincidentally,
How are you
Thanks,
guys
for
doing?
coming on.
of course. I mean, great. Such a beautiful evening.
It is. It is. It
How-
is.
How do you think you would handle fried tofu? Are you a tofu guy at all?
I don't really like tofu, to be honest.
Me neither.
I tried the stinky tofu and it wasn't really my taste.
The weird thing is it's got a kind of sponge quality, so when you bite into it, the juices inside kind of squirt out, and the tofu, when it's fried, isn't that kind of soft stuff. It goes like a sort of sandwichy, thick, rubbery. It was okay.
Stop
but
right
yeah,
now.
it was nowhere near as bad as they made out. Nowhere near. It was actually quite tasty.
Tofu in the diet?
I like tofu. Tofu's good.
All right. It felt very weak. Apparently, like you said, it's going to ramp up in difficulty, and he could be swallowing.
I thought you won.
Soon enough. I
I
don't
did
know.
win.
So
but then they baited me. They were like, "You got to try some too, huh?" And I can't go. Ugh. So I was like, I can't let the
What was the
Russian
nice
guy
thing?
beat the EN stream.
What was the nice thing?
It was like a duck in a pancake, like with some.
You didn't even know what it was wrapped in.
Yeah, it's like they call them pancakes, like a flat round pancake. You never had Peking duck, and you get it and you put the duck in there and some spring onions and some hoisin sauce and stuff. It was like that. It was tasty. Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. We unfortunately didn't really mention anything about the day with our last guests. So,
Yeah. Catch us up on the doings and goings of today.
Yeah.
Okay, so what, the games itself and
Yeah,
stuff? like
sure. Whatever you want to talk about.
Some
I
people
mean,
are probably out there just waking up for the day,
About
and
the games?
they missed most of the action. So they may not know what's really going on.
Yeah. What would you say were the big dramatic points of the day?
Navi losing.
That was the very last one right there at the end, right?
That was the roughest one I've seen in a while. So we casted that game. I was like, you know when a game's over, like you switch off into a mode where you're like wrapping things up and like mentally preparing to like talk about the end of the game. You're like, all right, here's how they lost, et cetera, et cetera. What am I going to say as my outro? Navi lost. They took 2 tier 4s. They were hitting throne. I thought the game was over, and then they lost. And then it extended the game another 28 minutes of agonizing slow defeat.
What I mean, because we watched that part and they were hitting the throne and we were like, get ready because the show's going to start.
We're micing up, getting
Yeah.
ready to go.
And then it just didn't. What happened precisely that meant that they didn't win?
So the problem was that they had a sniper, and they just like ran 4 heroes in so the sniper could keep hitting. But when you're like right next to the throne, there's no more space like maneuver.
Yeah,
So he got
you can't
TP'd
kite
on.
out.
Yeah, you can't kite. So he got jumped on.
Right.
The rest of his team couldn't protect him in time. They were all kind of like hard committed to the base, and then they just lost.
But that was their window. Like if they didn't win then,
No, they were gonna win no matter what. The game was like, I want to say like 95% good. That one mistake cost them the game actually.
Matty, you must have had at some point games like that where as you're hitting
Oh, yeah,
the
he
throne
did.
and it's over. What's that like as a player?
yeah, he did.
You're hitting the
Remember,
throne.
he knows the
Tell us
game.
about that game.
The game Navi just played. I mean, sometimes when you kind of taste the victory already, you're kind of rushing into it, and you didn't really think it through, right? You just go for the play, and it didn't work out, and you're like, oh boy, now we have to play the game again. We kind of won the game already, but we threw it away, and it's like it feels really bad playing from onwards from that point. So.
Because you had victory in your eyes.
Yeah.
You were like, we won. They're going to GG any second, and then they don't. And then you have to fall back. How do you, I mean, what was the worst game like that you've ever had?
For me, I mean,
Go back to your darkest moment in
The darkest
Darkest
hour
moments.
of Matu.
Okay, darkest
You're not
moments for
black.
me, it has to be TI6. I was playing lower bracket against Fnatic. We kind of had the game, all right? We had the game for sure. We're playing against Raw Strategy. Back then it was very all-in, Raw Strategies. That Queen of Pain Raw Ranger course. We had Swen, Axe, or whatever, Razor, I think, in there. And we're feeling like the win a little bit too much. And like my Axe decided to build a heart, okay? He had the Reaver in his backpack, okay? We were feeling really great, we want to build hearts. My Swen, I was going for AC build. I didn't build BKB, okay? I was like, the game is in the back. And then we started losing fights suddenly.
Ohio
okay?
tanking.
Yes, Ohio tanking. We started losing fights suddenly. And like this, they were like, Kuro is spamming us, you guys need BKBs. We can't win the game anymore, You need BKBs. My Kuro sells his Reaver, okay? For half gold, buys a BKB, But at that point, it's too far. We're too deep down already, and we're losing the game head on. My Sven doesn't have a BKB. We can't really take fights, and we just suddenly lost from 10k gold up into like, boom, the game is over.
God, it must be. I can't imagine how rough that must be.
Well,
Yeah.
this TI has been kind of nuts. In the group stage, wasn't there like 5 mega creep comebacks or something like
Yeah.
that?
And the sad part is that most of them were Alliance, who should have been in the upper bracket. It's so
And then
rough.
They also had an incredibly heartbreaking match today, and obviously the whole gyrocopter situation was unfortunately very awkward for them.
Yeah, that's
It's great to see them. I mean, they showed the little inside the booth clip of when the moment actually took place, but they tried their best to kind of play it off. Like, we can make this work still. And, you know, I imagine any team would do that in the
I mean, you've got to. Like, you're stuck with this situation. You can either say, we lost, guys, and just play badly, or you can just say, we got to make the best of it.
Yeah.
And they
Of course.
tried, but-
It's happened before. I mean, I only think in the past, like one time where there's been like a mispick and they kind of actually went back and fixed it. But since then, they've made them play on every single time. You guys had those moments, whether it's as a coach or player, where you committed to a pick and you're like, that wasn't what we wanted. Can we get out of this? We can't? All right, let's try to make it work, I guess.
I mean, a little bit. Sometimes you don't really think about it. You just kind of pick the heroes and you play them out, right? You don't really want to think about like them being bad picks, right? Because you want to be confident in the game. So.
But no, like mispicks, I guess, is it? Like you didn't
Yeah.
accidentally do a pick when you meant to do a ban.
Wasn't there a time where Fly
Not
accidentally
really, no.
locked in a carry?
Yeah. And then Arteezy had to play like Carry Phoenix or something. That was last TI.
Oh yeah, but last year it wasn't really mispicks. It's more about like picking the hero that you want to play, right? Because they like, implemented the rule that you can't switch roles after you pick the heroes to avoid swapping between players, so they wouldn't know which hero is going off lane, which is carry, which is mid lane, that sort of stuff.
All right, all right.
Oh, man. Are you guys tired yet?
It's been a ridiculously long day. We have been feisty all day to get this show started, and obviously it's been a ridiculously long day of Dota action. I know you guys are grinding it through, but we have one little game we wanted to play.
If you don't mind.
If you don't
Now,
mind,
let me explain the concept of the game.
get in there.
Okay?
What if I do though?
What if you do what? You just want to go?
Yeah.
Oh, if you do
I
mind,
just leave.
that's a tricky
I mind.
one.
All right, sorry.
I do mind, and I want to go. Well, can you stay for just 5 more minutes? Just for this game.
I'll try.
I named the game after you. It's instead of true or false, it's Matru or False. Okay, like Matru. That doesn't
you
please
following?
him. He's not pleased. You're stuck with it. Anyway,
Sounds
you guys will have to
terrible.
think of a story. Okay, it can be true or it can be false. You tell a little bit of that story, and then we will ask you questions to try to divine whether you're telling the truth or whether you've made this
Oh,
story
so
up.
it was how I thought it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going to think of a story, and you're going to think of a story, and we will try and ask you questions to gauge the truth, and then the rest of us have to guess if it's true or false. Blitz can go first. Blitz, do you have a story in mind?
It doesn't have to be Dota
It doesn't have to be
related.
outrageous. It can be anything.
doesn't-
Yeah, it doesn't have to be Dota related.
When I
it
was
can
a
be anything.
kid, I was horseback riding, and I fell off and broke my arm.
Right.
Okay.
You know?
When I was a kid, when I was 9 years old, I almost burnt my penis off.
You almost burned your penis off.
You almost burned.
Very nearly. Like, way too close.
I don't even know what to ask.
Do you have any questions for that?
But is it supposed to you guys asking him questions?
You can ask him a question as
just-
well.
Okay. Are they yes or no questions?
I think we can just ask him to
You can just
expound
ask
upon
whatever.
How old were you when this incident took
9
place?
years old. He
Bill?
already
9
said
years
that.
old.
Oh, you did say 9
9
years
years
old.
old.
Okay, sorry, I blew my question.
Did you have to go to hospital as a result
No.
of this near miss?
He did not have to go to
No.
the hospital. Okay.
So you came somehow perilously close to losing your penis in a flame-related incident, and you were like, phew, and just
Not really
carried on
flame.
with your day.
I was making pasta.
Making pasta.
Did you spill a bowl of boiling water and it
Yes.
narrowly missed your penis?
I still have a scar from it. It's like completely clean burned off on my leg.
I don't know if you're great mafia right now or if you just know the story by heart and you can just answer on the
Have you ever
right
seen him
now.
naked?
Tell me about this scar you may have seen on his
Honestly,
thigh.
I can't take you to three of you. I can't. Leave me out of this conversation right now.
That's his
Let me
story
just sit
coming
back
That's his
and watch
story,
him
yeah.
story.
Talk about his penis. I can't take it.
If so, I have two questions. Does he still have a penis? Because when he says it narrowly missed, the
but the
truth
rules-
might be it was
but the
missed.
rules were you're supposed to ask him the questions, okay? I'm
That's
just
true.
a standby.
All right.
I already know this is true, I
This
suspect.
has
I can
to be
tell
true.
from
either
his face.
you are really, really good at lying, or this.
No,
is
he
the
did
true
this.
story.
And when Will does this motion, it means
yeah?
it means he's very sincere about the story. I guarantee you.
What type of pasta were you cooking?
I think it was spaghetti.
You know what they say, liars often add extra details to make us seem more believable. But would you remember what pasta you were cooking when you were 9 years old?
I don't know. Probably not.
Are you going to go for matru or mafalse?
I'm definitely leaning towards Matru.
I'm saying matru. Matru or mafalse?
I just told you I leave me out of this conversation.
But you have to guess whether it's true or false.
Do you think his story's true or false?
You don't have to look at his penis. I'm just asking whether you think it's
We
true
don't
or
need you to
false.
verify.
Okay. True.
Matru.
Okay.
William?
The story is true.
It is Matru. Excellent. All right,
Thanks for sharing.
Matu, your story if you have one, please.
False.
All right. Okay, a big lead up to this point. Okay, I mean, I guess the first big purchase I did after I won TI, I bought a sailing boat called Avanta 44.
I'm sorry, you bought a what?
Sailing boat.
A sailing boat.
Yes.
Named what?
Avanta 44.
What does Avanta 44 mean? Is that
It's just a name for the sailing boat, and the 44 measures the feet of the boat.
Oh, it was a 44-foot boat. That's quite big.
So you have already sailed on this boat?
Yes.
Do you personally drive the boat?
I mean, mostly my brother, because my sailing is still a little bit, because I have to play Dota quite a bit.
You
How
know
much was the boat?
It was 200K.
I hate to say this, but I'm pretty sure I've seen some content at a TI of you sailing on a boat. Like, I'm almost certain I remember you
I
and
did.
possibly brothers or family on a boat
But did
sailing.
he buy the boat?
But can you
He
trust?
said he bought the boat from his TI win
But
for
can you trust
200K.
those pictures?
Can I trust those pictures? Was
Yeah,
it a
can you
deep
trust
fake?
the footage? Because usually, you know, it's more like it makes you look good.
Here's what I think it is. Here's what I think it is. I think it's Matt False, and I think the name of the boat is different. And he's going to say everything else is true, but it's called Avanta 45 or something
But that
like
would
that.
be legit. That
I
would
bet
be
that's
legit.
it, though. I'm going to say Matt False for that reason. You guys can carry on.
I want one more question. So, have you already gone through like a sailing school in some sort of way? Or did you have to attend a sailing class?
You don't really go to a sailing class, because my brother went to one and he kind of fought me through it.
And he just chased you away? Okay. Okay. You already probably know.
I think it tracks.
You probably know. Okay.
All right, so you're saying Matru.
Yes.
You're saying Matru. You're saying...
I'm going to go with Matru as well.
I'm going to say Mafalse because I think it's a trick. Your answer, is it Matru or Mafalse?
I mean, the whole story is made up, right? So-
Okay. You guys believe
my
it.
family does own a sailing boat,
Wait, you
but
serious? It's actually false?
yeah, it is false.
What are you talking about with this video that he was sailing on?
Listen to the answer.
Okay, hit me with it.
Yeah, I mean, my family does own a boat, but it's nowhere near close to this boat. And I really thought about buying this boat, but I never did it yet. So,
You were playing us this whole time saying, I don't know how to play this game, I don't know what to do, and you just bait us in with
I
this
mean,
great
he
story.
saw it right through me, right?
Can I say?
I didn't see it. I thought you got the details right on pretty well. Well played, sir.
Thank you.
Cheers to Mafia.
Yeah, cheers. I'm out of beer. And on that bombshell, I guess that's probably our show. What are we going to do tomorrow?
Tomorrow, we're going to have to do this all over again. Apparently, it's what? 4 best of 3s. Technically, tomorrow could be longer than today. What was it?
Imagine
Today was
that.
less games potential.
Potentially. But, you know, day 1, Rust. I'm sure tomorrow, maybe a more polished, more fine-tuned, faster-paced show. Any matches tomorrow that you know are happening that you're looking forward to seeing?
Who's playing? Oh, EG Secret.
Secret EG for sure.
Secret
Yeah, that's going to be a
Oh,
cracker.
that
for
is
sure.
huge. That is huge.
And on our show,
that's the
we've
one.
got some more guests. We've got Shiva and Rich, and we've got Trent and Lyrical
Yep.
coming on the show tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
So don't forget to tune in.
Should
for
be a doozy.
that. And I will have to tease a pig
Once again,
once again.
tease the pig.
Yeah.
And a
Guys,
reminder,
sorry, go ahead.
no, I was going to say, reminder for anyone attending the event, if you
Yes.
would like to come and hang out at the pub when we do this late night show, there are people walking around with late game signs, apparently handing out tickets, so
Keep your eyes peeled.
keep your eyes peeled if you're at attendance. Well, as Ted was alluding to, gentlemen, cheers. Thank you so much for stopping on to
And
the
thank you for
show,
staying so late on
staying
the
so
late
late
game.
to
Yeah.
me out. It was a great time. All right?
Awesome. Cheers, lads. Thank you.
Cheers.
Please leave the booth.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm,
get
I'm
out.
out. I'm out.
We're
See you
good?
later.
You could sail your butt right out of here, all right?
I'm out of here.
Oh, Ted, we made it through the first one. I got to tell you.
We did.
It wasn't until I was on the way to the airport to find out I was going
think
to
they're
have to be
finished. We'll say
sitting
goodbye.
with you. So I am glad we made it through it, but thank you so much, everybody. We'll be back again tomorrow after the show.
Thanks for stepping in, homie. You did a fantastic job.
Thanks for
Take it
letting
easy,
me in.
lads. Bye.
Have a good one.